So it is Sunday, and I am not against working on a weekend. But we are going to get the truck filled up real quick and head out to go do this mobile job. I'm going to get the tank filled, see how much diesel we have left in the tank. It's like 66 outside right now, so we're going to try to get it done as much as possible. We have a Ppump swapped 24 valve. I guess that's all we had in the tank, but we have a Ppump swapped 24 valve. We got to do a Tappet cover on today, so we are about a half a tank. So that sucks. I didn't have as much as I thought I did. All right, Sunday, like I said, we're going to be doing a Tappet cover. Told them eventually we'll put an aluminum cover on it, but for now, that's what I've been given. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this off. I'm going to try to pin time this Ppump so that we know that that's going to be good. And we're going to get all these lines off, get the intake horn off, and I'll show you guys where we're going from there. But basically just a Tappet cover, but unfortunately this is a very time-consuming task. All right, main thing, take the boot out of the way, any of the intercooler piping. I got the intake horn off. So next step, we are going to get all of the injector lines off, and we're going to take this all off as one assembly. You can see there's a bracket right there, so we're going to take both of those 10s out and pull this whole thing off as one assembly. These should be a 19mm. Little update, these things are going to take you about 20 minutes to take just this off right here. So kind of fun. What I did was I took the brackets off, then I'd kind of wiggle it so that I could do these back ones by hand. But if you're going to sit there with a wrench the whole time, they're going to take forever. So all the lines are off. I got the bracket off for the Ppump. I have the throttle position sensor unplugged. I have this guy moved out of the way. We're going for this one next to the feed line. And then we're going to start trying to get the pump off. I can't unplug this, so I'm going to have to leave this in the engine bay because it's all hardwired in. So we're going to leave that just like it is, but I'm going to get this line off here and hopefully not drop the washer on the other side. There we go. And there you can see, yes, I could just take the line off here, but then I don't remember where this goes, so I prefer just to leave that on the end so I know where everything goes at the end. But now I'm going to get the fuel shutoff off, and we're going to start working on getting the pump timed. Alright, so you can see this nut right here sits, I gotta turn the light on for this one, way down in there. So what I did, this is my fix, I got all of the socketry on there. I just dropped the rest of the sockets, so I'm gonna have to use my magnet to get the rest of it, but I used the magnet to get the nut. Now I gotta get the socket and shit back out of there. That's gonna be a fun task, unless it dropped down below. Alright, so we got a gear puller. The thing is, I forget when I bought this. I found it in the shed and I just had to throw it in my collection here. I do remember, I think I got this for free with the purchase of something else. I never used it, and now I've been using the shit out of it on these Ppumps. It wasn't a cheap kit though, we'll say that. But we got the gear off. You can hear. Oh. So this should be ready to come out. I got the 2 bolts that go down through. Told him I'd hope to have this off by the time he gets back, so let's start pulling. Well, no longer a Ppump 24 valve, now it's just a 24 valve. Here's the Ppump. I set it like this just in case it wants to drain oil. But that is a heavy bitch. Now remember, when you guys clean this, you want to use a liberal amount of brake clean. Liberal. Like the people in my comment section complaining about what I post on my channel, but still seem to watch every single video. That's what I mean by liberal. We're going to get this all cleaned up. I need to replace the Tappet cover. Literally, you got to do all this to get to this Tappet cover. That thing is a pain in the ass. Especially on a Ppump 24 valve where you got to get this right here. That is an absolute whore. Mind my language, but it's fine. Because jobs like this, you'll get that on these bigger jobs. You'll get that. You'll learn some new swear words on these bigger jobs. I will tell you that. Especially on the side of the road. So, Liam's out here helping. It's a beautiful day today. It's like, what, 70 degrees right now? He's going to the auto parts store because I did notice that this gasket was blown out. And I'm like, it's going to take me 10 minutes to do it right now, or it's going to take you an hour and a half to do it later. Because those lines, just to take these lines off and back on, is going to take you about an hour. because these don't spin freely. You have to sit here and crank these nuts one turn at a time. So I told him, you know, save you the labor. 10 minutes of time right there. Also, I did notice there is a crack in the exhaust manifold, so I'm gonna have to give him that bad news when he gets back. Put that vacuum line back on before I forget. Someone used a hose clamp down there on that. I did tell him that, so he's gonna go get, he just bought it, I guess, not too long ago, so none of this is his fault. Very nicely, well put together truck for the most part. 24 valve flatbed dually. It's a good looking truck. So I do recommend getting a aluminum one, but you can see just how nice that gasket comes off. I need to measure this and make sure that this is still within spec. Also, guys, for the guys that leave suggestions on what to post, that comment wasn't towards you. That's for the guys that say, I'm gonna unsubscribe if you post content. That's where that's where the liberals are, the entitlement. Still gonna be posting diesel content, but motorcycle stuff is gonna come too. That's just a given. It's my life. Gym and motorcycle. Look at that. Comes apart in pieces. Like I said, we'll put a straight edge on this. Make sure she's still okay to use. There's what the inside of a 24 valve looks like. In case you guys didn't know, I'm going to clean that surface up pretty good as best that I can, and then we are going to slap the new pieces on. Alright, so you guys can see right there. See all that? That's a big leak. Why? Because if you look at the bottom of the gasket, it's gone. So that's a pretty big boost leak. Also, there's supposed to be a boost line that goes into this to tell the Ppump how much fuel to give. This is the boost reference line, and that was left open. So I recommended him to run this to one of these ports on the back of the intake. That's for the boost gauge, but run that to one of those ports. If not, it's not going to fuel right. Here, look at all that cake. Gonna have to get all that out while we're here. But you guys get the point. So we're gonna get this gasket surface all cleaned up and then get this reinstalled. All right, so at this point we were just waiting on the brake cleaner to be able to get this shaft clean and the intake gasket itself, and then everything's good to go back together. Figure we'll get the Ppump on first, and then we'll toss on the intake gasket, make this super easy. And then we're pretty much done. We got to torque the nut down, put the front cover back on, and call it a day. All right, I kind of skipped a bunch of stuff, but we got most of it back together. I got that torqued down to about 175 foot-pounds. Liberal amounts of brake cleaner. We're just getting the last bolt tight up there. Everything else is tight and in place. Everything is good. Other than that, it's just getting that last bolt. We'll throw the intake horn back on, throw the boot back on, and she's done, ready to fire up. She's running. Woo! All right. Part 2 of this video. Yeah, we got the brights on. It is like 10 o'clock at night, so we're going to grab the trailer. I was gonna do this as a mobile job, but I decided probably not the best idea. I am going to be going and grabbing a truck tonight. We're gonna be putting an engine in it this week. So we found a good used low mileage 110,000 mile engine. So we're gonna be driving to Staten Island, New York. And obviously breaking some laws, because as much as I'm legal in PA, New York does not like firearms. So we're going to head to Staten Island. We actually have to head to Shermansdale first, go grab the trailer. Then we're going to head to Staten Island. And I do not have much fuel left at all. I'm going to have to hit the fuel stop as well. So there goes another 200 bucks. All right, I know it's dark. Trailer has been received. Looks like all the tires are good. We actually have a winch now. I got the plate, he got the winch. We're gonna be replacing the fenders on this soon. We got a spare. Yeah, we're gonna get new removable fenders. Well, I guess I'm gonna be the one to get the new removable fenders. But, battery here. I was hoping they'd put it here, but whatever. It's clean. Looks all right. I didn't do the install on that. I'd have maybe shortened the wire up a little bit, but this looks good for what it is. About to get me this mud flap fuel for, I got $43 in credit. and it's like $3.66, something like that. So saving me some 10 cents. Discounts aren't like super great right now, but it's still cheaper here than anywhere else. So let's get this thing. I'm gonna put 200 in. Actually, I'm gonna put 243 in because that's what we're gonna do this week. So I'll put, you know, that's basically $43 worth of free fuel and whatnot. So hopefully truck runs good. I know it still has that coolant leak. I am gonna get that addressed. The back hose I gotta get with full send diesel on that AN line. And damn, I really done fucking this up, huh? Makes it kind of a pain to get in there, but whatever. But I gotta get with full send diesel on that, get one of them ordered because they make some good quality products. If you guys need any of that stuff, hit up. Wait a minute, you guys see me fighting this right here? See me fighting that? Yeah, so links all in the description for all that stuff. But here's the trailer. He's doing a lot of extra stuff to it. I'm gonna get breakaway. He finally got a breakaway that I told him to get, as opposed to that other shitty setup that we had. This bare tire. Tires are all good. I just threw my TPMS away because the thing was pissing me off, so need to check, make sure my tires are good. I know the fronts are getting a little choppy. She did just get an alignment. Oh yeah, this one's getting pretty chewed up. And yeah, the rears, so we might be swapping these tires around here soon. I need to stop doing burnouts on these things. Same with the bike. I gotta stop doing burnouts and dragging that rear tire. Nothing like a good DP to fill your truck up, huh? I gotta put that light bar back where it belongs. I've been lazy. I really locked it. There we go. I've been really lazy, and that's still sitting there. Maybe I'll charge it on this trip. Hey, that one's full. We still have a good ways to go. 243 though. This isn't the actual price. I might just go to 250, because whatever you see here, take 10 cents per gallon and 10 or 15 cents off per gallon. Changed my mind. She's mounted. We're almost at 250, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna snap this thing down once we hit it. 8, 9, bam. Ah, it's close. Look at that. That actually should have given me, yeah, 65.5 gallons. So that should give me about a half a tank. Setup's kinda a little janky up here. I mean, I do what I can with what I have. A lot of guys tell me I should get a service box, but I do not want a service box. I want a pickup truck. Because if I ever quit, which hopefully one day I can quit working on diesels, that would make me happy. Unfortunately, it's the only thing I know how to do that pays. And I do not want to go back to Hot Shot, because Hot Shot, no, not, I'll do it every now and again, like this load here, but not the biggest fan. So, there you go, 65.8 gallons. That's what it looks like to need a new Ppump. Look at that, if I turn the light off. Dome light should come on. Smack tip them, light comes on. It's the only thing wrong with the truck at this point. If that's all it gives me, I cannot complain. Hey, you can see TPMS, that's gone. I have another one on order, but yeah, this thing's just been an absolute, the TPS would like yell at me for like no reason, and that was annoying, so hated it. Make sure we got all our things off. We are good to go. So we got about a 3-hour drive.